Hi, my name is John Dupre and I'm one of the founders of Revel. You may have already noticed, but we do things a little differently than many other companies, both online and brick and mortar. And I want to take a minute and talk about what we do differently, why we do it that way, as well as give you some tips on how to use this site better. We are hardwood flooring experts with a combined decades of experience. We even hold leadership positions in the National Wood Flooring Association. So believe me when I tell you that hardwood flooring can be a very tricky thing to source, because wood is an organic, plant-based material, so not every species and structure are going to perform the same way across every situation. For example, what works great for a cabin in Montana may not work at all for a beach house in Miami. Picking the wrong product can be catastrophic. For that reason, we developed what we call project-based sourcing. Now, what does that mean? Well, the concept was based around how we worked with our clients in person. Before we would show a client anything in our showroom, we first asked a series of very pointed questions about their exact situation. From there, we were able to create a much more efficient experience because we didn't waste the client's time showing them things that were never going to work for that situation. We wanted to take that approach and bring it to the online space. And in wood flooring, we are the first company to do so. But in order to do it, we had to rethink how sourcing worked online and what we could do differently, and effectively redesign the experience from the ground up. The first thing you need to do for every project you're sourcing is create a space for that project. It doesn't matter if you already have samples or you already have an idea of what product you want to put there. You have to create a space first. Why? Because every project is a little different, and it's those seemingly small differences that can have a huge impact in the overall performance of the floor in that space. We need to make sure that in order to stand behind every floor we sell, that we take those differences into account. Also, creating a space is a great way to have a record of the technical specifications of that project to make sure you're covered down the road. Essentially, and this is important, think about each space as its own unique flooring store for each specific project. It also keeps your projects nice and organized, and who doesn't love that? To create a new space, simply click the Get Started button anywhere it appears on the site. From there, we ask you to name the space. Something related to the project helps for organizational purposes, but you can really name it anything you want. Then you just answer the questions. Pro tip, for the aesthetic questions like design style, color, width, if you're not sure, just select Show All, and I'll show you how to quickly narrow those down later. Once you're done, you get the results page. This page is the customized flooring store for this specific space. It's possible that you could have multiple spaces, and depending on the parameters, you could see very different results here. From here, you can change some of the visual attributes in real time by clicking these cool little buttons on top. You can also quickly collapse an entire collection for faster scrolling, and you can add floors to your favorites list so you can easily find them again later. A word about favorites. When you save something to your favorites list, that list corresponds only to that specific space. Meaning if you have multiple spaces, each will have their own favorites list. Also, if you order a sample, we will automatically add that floor to your favorites list so you can find it again quickly. It makes those floors a lot easier to find later. We try to think of everything. These can all be managed by going under My Account, then clicking the Spaces tab. There you have access to each of the flooring stores for all your projects. Ready to order? Just click into that space, find the floor you want to buy, click Order Flooring, and there you have access to all the available trim, as well as any other add-on items. It's all pretty easy and straightforward. Thanks again. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more flooring videos. If you want to speak to one of our experts in person, feel free to send us an email at the address I'll include in the notes below. Thanks. We'll see you next time.